Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just about to get started. And on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup move. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Jeter, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And there's a ball.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Conforto hauls it in, and there's one away. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That one ripped. Conforto on the move. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. And the first offering is not close. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day.
Fly ball center field. He's got it, and that'll do it. This is Bryson Stott.
Leading up for the Dodgers, the second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That one missed. Fouls one off. 2-2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings through it for the K. The high heat, too much on that one. Jason Varitek steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one outside.
That's a ball.
1-0. Glass now. When you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against.
Well, he's got power and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
That's the ball.
And now 2-2.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
And the batter now, Ryan Howard, comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits.
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and, take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy.
That's down and in. Two outs, base is empty. And it remains 2-2. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And here's the veteran outfielder, Roberto Clemente. Luzardo back to work. Tap foul at the plate.
There's so much Clemente can do at the plate and in the field.
Well struck left field. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So digging in, Curtis Granderson. And that one fouled off. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the second. In the dirt, blocked. And a big swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Now it's going to be Babe Ruth. And that is out of play. And there are two outs. Here comes Wilson Contreras. Inside, almost got him. That's to third. Arenado tosses to first. Third out. Back here at Dodger Stadium, home of the World Series champs. Last year was a good one for the Dodger faithful, singing LA winning their second title in the last 5 years.
Yeah, what a year, Boog. And that makes it 8 championships in franchise history. Tremendous job all around. They won the Shohei sweepstakes, led baseball in attendance, had the best record in the league, and finished it off with the World Series.
Adam Dunn steps to the plate for the Dodgers. On the ground to first, could be 2. Slings to second, back to first, double play. 3-6-3, nicely done. Gunnar Henderson steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Man, that is such a tough double play to execute as a first baseman, to not only field the ball and make a good throw to second with a runner in the baseline, but also to hustle back to first base and get set up to receive the return throw. That takes great footwork and an awareness of where the bag is. A lot of practice to get that one right.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
1-2's the count.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one is upstairs.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around.
That's strike 3 and the third out. All set for the start of the inning. Luis Arraez stands in. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Arise in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That misses the zone. Now 2-0.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Rafael Devers, the next to hit, takes ball one. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Derek Jeter stands in for the Phillies. On the ground. And foul ball. Kicks and fires. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Now here is Nolan Arenado. Swinging a ground ball. Devers throws on to first. One up, one down. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Swinging a foul straight back.
So here's an interesting note on Glasnow. He's been known to look at photos of people he doesn't like before it starts.
That's a ball.
It's a way for him to kind of get angry, and then he carries that anger out to the mound to help him pitch. It sounds like a good strategy to me, but I wonder who he's looking at.
One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Dylan Cruz. And that one fouled off. 0-1. Gets the outside corner with that one.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swings and chases a low one there. On to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. Back here in L.A., here's Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Hard hit, right side. Stott over to first in time. And they get Ohtani for the out. Here's Bryce Harper, the first overall pick back in 2010. Right side, hard hit. Stott over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. Next to hit, Roberto Clemente. Doubled in his first AB. And the slider just misses. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Outside, ball 2.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. Fought off foul.
You know, these Dodgers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Two.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Just
Full
misses
count.
the mark outside the zone. Right side. The rise. Slings to first. One up, one down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And that one ripped to left. Man at first with one gone. And now the first baseman, Ryan Howard. That's down and in. A slider missed. Slider right there.
1-1.
And a base hit up the middle. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ball one there.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Late on that fastball.
1-1.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting, the designated
Adam
hitter.
Dunn getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that one almost hit him.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
1 and 2, the count.
Two on, two outs. And that's in the dirt. And the count's even at 2. Good job to fight that one off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him looking. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now for the Phillies, Babe Ruth. Luzardo back to work. Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, these Phillies just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And he handles it himself for the out. Here's Contreras now.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And a foul ball. Contreras over at first with one away. Just missed.
That's it.
Runner on the go. High fly ball out to left field. Conforto. And it's caught for the out. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. He's 0 for 1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
That's a ball.
Outside low. Ball 1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And now the count is even. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner holds at second, so another base hit could get us the first run of the game. And digging in for Philadelphia, Derek Jeter. Line drive, base hit into center field. Contreras rounds third, headed for the plate. Save!
He beat it.
Back-to-back singles. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Ohtani, the next to hit, takes outside. Ohtani with a swing. High fly ball driven deep to right. Castellanos on a dead sprint, racing back. Out of here. He circles the bases, and they add on. It's 4-0. Here comes Bryce Harper. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 4 runs already in the frame, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Clobber to right field, way back, gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 5-0. And now Roberto Clemente. Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Now it's the power speed combo. Curtis Granderson. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And now first and second with 2 outs.
This is unbelievable. That's now 6 consecutive hits by this lineup. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Late swing, foul to the left. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. 1 run across.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies, double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing. To beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras.
That's in.
That just misses. And that's ball 1. And there's a foul ball. Ruth at second with 2 down. Out towards right center field. Reaching down and makes the grab. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. That one's in there. Strike one.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. One down, base is empty. And ball one. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's going back. Back some more. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. Michael Conforto will climb in. Liner snagged at first.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
And that one is lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. Arenado scores. Not in time. He's safe.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to
Clemente makes the grab. Back here at Dodger Stadium, all set for the top of the sixth. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Luis Arias. Inside, just missed. That hit him.
Base hit.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Man at first, and here is Devers. Out to center. Cruz under it. And out number one on the grab. Back to the top of the lineup. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Derek Jeter. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Fastball is outside. In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the catch for the second out. So here's the Phillies DH, Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Stop, makes the play, and that's the third out. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the sixth. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Jason Varitek. First pitch misses.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Granderson under it. Makes the grab, one away. Ryan Howard steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, that's fouled off. Glass now, ready and deals. That's outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Sends it to first, and Castellanos is out. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. So a man at first. And now the right fielder, Roberto Clemente. Base knock center field. And now two aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And that one pulled foul. Squirts away a little bit. Liner caught it second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. When you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right, but in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. In the dirt. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the top half of inning number 7. Rips that one to right. Nabs it 2 away. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. 1 for 3.
Contreras.
That one ripped. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the DH, Adam Dunn. Oh, great stop. And they get the out. And next for LA, Gunnar Henderson. Into center. Granderson on his way over. Hauls it in, 2 away.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And no one can get there. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We go to the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Arraez. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Man aboard,
Rafael.
and here is Devers. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. To first, maybe a 2-ball. Throws to Henderson. Now to first, and it's a double play. 2 outs, bases empty. Derek Jeter stands in for the Phillies. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. And it's even up.
Out.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Cruz makes the catch. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Dylan Cruz.
Now pitching for the
Now
Phillies.
it's Jordan Romano out of the bullpen.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Next pitch downstairs. And it's 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Center field. Granderson on the move. Squeezes it. 1 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-2.
The Phils up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Chop to first. Harper tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Just got him on that one. And up next for Los Angeles, Jason Varitek. A dive. Nice stop from his backside. What a play. Inning over. New inning getting started. Now the number 2 hitter, Shohei Ohtani. To the right side. He steps on the bag, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Bryce Harper to the plate.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Over to first. And a couple of quick outs. Roberto Clemente stands in for the Phillies. Ripped on a line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. It's a double and his 5th hit of the game.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
Number 60, Eduardo.
Now Curtis Granderson. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Castellanos ranges back. See you later. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 9-1. Babe Ruth stands in for the Phillies. Popped up. Henderson makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here in L.A., bottom of the 9th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Ryan Howard. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Harper takes it to the bag, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Right fielder.
So up next, Nick Castellanos. Fouled off left side. Base is empty, one away. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. And there's two gone following the strikeout. So they're down to their final out. Adam Dunn steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that is downstairs. Ball one.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
The Dodgers with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Dodgers down to their final strike. That one in the dirt. 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Lifted in the air, right field. That one gets down for a hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Number 3, Jeremy.
And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul. And that one is inside.
1-1.
That one inside. And it's 2-1. Pena, the runner at first with 2 gone. Back up the middle and a base hit. The throw to third. In there safely.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days.
On the ground to third. And a base hit knocks in a run. The throw in. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
No balls, 2 strikes. Ball.
This one in the dirt.
1-2.
Fires to third, but he's back. And now it's even up.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies take this one in a blowout. Glass now with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Allergy, 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 allergy. Mama business like a melon sugar. I'm so kicking like Bukayo Saka. I was so low, but I learned how to fly. Can you believe I was a road runner? I was confined in the dragon's den. I could still breathe with no oxygen. Look what I built from a xeno of light. Deep in the cold, I was really outside. Lord told me read, so I took his advice. I'm blessed, now I can breathe.